College, Pali, Commerce Department, welcome all the dignitaries, our resource persons, and all the participants for this one-day national webinar on e-content development by Mr. Rahul Shah, organized by Commerce Department of Sheikh Jain Paliwala College, Pali. I hope you all are safe, and it is a great pleasure to organize this webinar. Today's era needs constant upgradation, and this is our small initiative towards it. This webinar is based on the use of technology for our day-to-day needs, as we can see that in this lockdown, many educational and other corporate things are conducted through these social sites using technology. I hope this webinar proves to be useful. Now, I request our principal, Mr. Vayan Mahajan sir, to address you all. Mahajan sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome all of you in this webinar. First of all, I am very much thankful to Mr. Rahul Shah, who has been taken the responsibility of today's seminar. I am congratulating my staff members who have been taken a lot of efforts to conduct the webinar. Mr. Lehman, head of the department, Mr. Wadekar, head of the accountancy department, Mr. Bohir, Ms. Kedari. My dear friends, my college is established in the year 1989. It is located at the foothill of the Sarasgad and near the temple of the Ballashwara, which is famous for the Ashtavinaka in Maharashtra. College is conducting arts, commerce, and science streams with PG classes also. This college is developed under the able guidance of the late Sri Shikshan Maharshi Dada Saheb Limaye and former NCP Raigad district president Mr. Vasantrao Uswal. From the last 30 years, my college has been shown quality performance in the various fields. Therefore, the college has got the position in the roadmap of the Mumbai University. So my colleagues, strong support of my management, students, alumni, and parents also. Dear friends, today's webinar topic is e-content development. NAC is frequently asking for and forcing for the utilizing the ICT resource side. But we rural people just ignoring them and using traditional resources for the teaching and learning process. But today's COVID-19 situation has been taught us a lesson to us. The traditional resources are not sufficient for the teaching and learning. From PG to PG, we teacher and students prepare to ourselves and prepare the number of resources which are useful for the ICT teaching and learning process. Many students, teachers, parents are complaining on e-learning. This is not effective. Even foreign university, I think in America, number of students are demanding to refund of the fees because this type of teaching learning process is not useful for the students. But my dear friends, now we have to keep ourselves in a interest of the students. So number of teachers also demanding and asking for the principals, sir, there are no internet, there are no resources, there are no ICT resources which are useful for the teachers and parents. But I think if you compare the North India, the number of schools and colleges are prepared themselves to accept the challenges. Why would you not? Maharashtra is highly developed than the North India. Only wish or will is essential. If will, we can easily find a path to achieve the goal. So I hope that we will accept the challenges to complete the dreams of the students to prepare themselves for the futures. Mr. Shah is providing a booster dose regarding the learning resources. I strongly appeal to all the teachers, please prepare yourself to very effectiveness in the future of the students' fraternity. Once again, I welcome all of you. Good luck. Thank you very much, sir. Hello. Rahul, please continue.
आवाज येते माझा? Hello. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request our Commerce Department HOD, Mr. M.S. Liman, to introduce our today's resource person, Mr. Rahul Shah. Liman sir.
मॅडम जॉईन झालेत का?
आहेत जॉईन ते.
Yes, sir.
Liman sir.
निमंत्रण स्पीकर पर ऑन आहे मॅडम.
Liman sir.
मॅडम तुम्ही शॉर्ट इंट्रोडक्शन द्या आणि चालू करूया आपण.
माझा आवाज गेला का नाही काय वेळी असंच मी बोललो मग झालं माझं.
महाजन सर तुमचा आवाज बरोबर ऐकू आला, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही सर.
हा येतोय माझा आवाज येतोय का?
शाह सर ते जॉईन आहेत पण त्यांचा आवाज नाही येत आहे.
आला आला आला.
हा बोला सर आता.
हा बोला बोला. झालं माझा तर काय संबंध आहे?
लिमन सर बोला. लिमन सर.
ठीक आहे त्यांचा आवाज येत असेल तर मॅडम तुम्ही बोला. मॅडम तुम्ही बोला मॅडम त्याचा आवाज येत असेल तुम्ही बोला मॅडम.
ओके.
Mansingh Lemon has left the meeting. Madam, please continue.
हाँ सर एक मिनट 1 मिनट. Mr. Rahul Shah is working in Peaceful College, Baramati since 2010. He is in computer science, MSc, cyber security, IoT, AI, AWS, data mining, robotics. He has professional skills like conducting online webinar and training session, mastering computer languages C, C++, Java, .NET, Android, developer, web developer, and Android app developer. Develop online admission system, online exam system, and integrated online payment gateway for my own college. Relevant skill, certified ethical hacker, deliver guest lectures, seminars, 110 plus attendant, 15 plus workshop, FDP, conference as a resource person. He has also done social activities, working with Bharatiya Jana Sangatna for Drug Free Maharashtra campaign, Dusha Mukta Abhiyan, working with Shantilal Mutha Foundation for Mulyavargan, working as a team leader at Sahas Adventures Baramati and doing trekking, rappelling, valley crossing, etc. activities. Now I request our resource person, Mr. Rahul Shah, to start this session.
Thank you, madam, for the brief introduction. Am I audible to all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir. Hello, and welcome to all of you in this one-day national level e-content development workshop. I'm very much thankful for the Sheikh J.N. Paliwala College, Pali Raigad, and its principal, Mr. Mahajan sir, for inviting me for this webinar. I'm also thankful for the HOD of Commerce, Liman sir, coordinator, Wadekar sir, and the convener, Belwarkar madam. She is the center point of contact, and she's the person through which I'm interacting with all of you.
Thank
Let's
you.
start the session without wasting the more time, because this institution having the motto, Kruti pahije badbad nako. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm also following the same. So let's start the session. Let me check the level or depth of the participants. So likewise, I will proceed for the further. How many of you tried to record a video for the e-content? So today is the session for the e-content development workshop. So before starting the workshop, I just want to know how many of you tried before this workshop, because there are several FDPs are going on. So obviously you have learned something from that and you have tried. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
So while recording that kind of the videos, you may face the several kind of problems like recorded video size is too large, or that video is when you're trying to upload that videos on the YouTube, then also you are facing lots of problems. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, so today I'm going to give the solution for all the problems. Is that okay? So just I'm going to start the presentation. So I'm going to share my laptop screen, and then all of you are able to see my laptop screen. So just it's a request to all participants. After started the presentation, go in the participant list and search for the Rahul Shah. So it's me. You will find there are 2 or 3 Rahul Shah. From that, you have to pin that screen so you are able to see only my presentation. So other participants' video will not disturb you. Is that okay? So I'm requesting to all participants, when I'm going to start my presentation, so just go to the first tab, that is a participant list, search for the Shah and click on that icon. So after clicking on that icon, my laptop screen will be pinned to your mobile. So other participants' video will not disturb you. So just I'm going to start my laptop screen with all of you. Some participants are adding now.
Hello. I'm audible to all?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Everyone is able to see my laptop screen? Okay. So those participants are unable to see my laptop screen on their screen. Please follow the steps. Go to your participant list, search for the Rahul Shah. You will get 2 Rahul Shah. Select one of them. So just click on the left icon. So my screen will be pinned to your mobile. Is that okay? It may be possible you are listening from, you are participated from the mobile or laptop. Your screen will be pinned. Okay. Some participants are still joining. Okay. Those participants are unable to see my presentation or laptop screen on their mobile or laptop screen. Go to the participant list, search for the Rahul Shah. It's an alphabetical list. So just scroll down. Then you will find 2 Rahul Shahs. Select second Rahul Shah. So first Rahul Shah, there is a red circle R. Select second Rahul Shah. So all of you are able to see my laptop screen. Okay. So let's start with the presentation. Actually, the e-content development is a process, or we can say it's a life cycle. It includes 5 steps that is called as the ADDIE model. ADDIE. So first A means analysis. Second D means design. Third D means develop. So today our session is depends on the development of e-content. After development, there are 2 more things are pending. The first is implementation. The second is the evaluation. So if you want to work on the 360 degree, then you have to remember these 5 models. So analysis, design, develop, which today we are going to see, then the implementation and evaluation. So for that evaluation purpose, you can use different types of quizzes or Google Forms or anything, but you have to evaluate. Requesting to all participants, please mute your mic, video as well as audio. Requesting to all participants, Vikas Zodge sir, please mute your video as well as audio. Okay. Okay, let's start the presentation. So today we are going to focus on the how to develop e-content models. Okay, so how to develop e-content. Not necessary every time you have to develop e-content. In some cases, you will find a good e-content on social media also. Okay, social media likewise YouTube, there is a YouTube available, there is a Facebook. So you have to know how to download the videos from that social media also.
माझा
Okay.
आवाज आला का व्यवस्थित?
Yes, Mahajan sir, you are audible.
Okay.
Okay, again please mute your mic sir.
Sir, continue sir.
Sir.
Please. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute you. Okay. Okay. So the first question, how to download YouTube videos. Okay. So in some cases, many of you already downloaded successfully. Many of you are already using some kind of apps to download the videos or some kind of softwares, laptop softwares called YouTube downloader or HD YouTube downloader, something like that. Okay, but there are many ways to download the YouTube videos without software. So those don't know how to download YouTube videos, let me show you the few slides. So see, this is the simple website www.youtube.com. Suppose you will find a good video content. Okay, so just you can copy the URL. If you are working on your desktop laptop, you can copy the URL from the from the top side of your browser. Okay, that is called as a URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Just copy that URL. If you are working on your mobile, then in that mobile there is an option below that video. There is an option called share. Within that share option, there is a first option, copy link. So whether you are working on your laptop, so you can copy the URL, or if you are working on your mobile, then you can copy the URL from these slides. So just click on the share and click on the first copy link. After successfully copying the link, you have to just go to your browser. So whatever you are working on your laptop or on your mobile, so just open your browser. Okay, maybe it's Opera or Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome, any browser. Type download YouTube videos. You will get several websites like y2mate.com, YouTube video downloader, or KeepVid. Just go to any website, all are the same, no problem. After clicking on the KeepVid, you will see this kind of website. So whatever you are working on the laptop or mobile, there is no problem at all. So just I'm using the KeepVid website. In that website, previously you have copied the link of the video from the YouTube. Am I right? So maybe you're from the browser or you are working on your laptop or on your mobile. So just you have to copy the link of that video and just paste in that search bar. And there is a button called download. So after clicking on the download, you will see this kind of the screen. So there are two options. You can download the YouTube video in the video format as well as audio format. No need to conversion. Okay. So these kind of websites are providing video in both format as well as audio format. So if you want video, go for the left side part. If you want audio, go for the right side part. There is no need to convert it again. Okay. So you will get a directly audio. Second part, how many of you are able to download the videos from Facebook? Because many times you will get a good content, good video on Facebook also. But there is a problem. You can download the video in Facebook app only, or you can able to share the link of Facebook video only, but you are unable to get that video on your pen drive on or in your gallery. Am I right? So it happens many times. So if you want to download Facebook videos, then there are some websites available also. Like YouTube videos, there are some websites called fbdown.net website. So you can paste the URL of that Facebook video and click on the download. This is the first website, FBDown, that means facebookvideodownload.net. Second one is get
Hello.
Facebook videos.
Sorry
Yes,
to
ma'am.
disturb. Sorry to disturb, but your screen is not visible, sir. Not at all visible.
Okay, ma'am, just
You please
okay,
have to
just a minute.
explain again
Okay, okay,
everything.
okay, 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 okay. Someone started the presentation, so my presentation is paused. Okay,
Okay,
so I
okay.
think
You will please repeat everything. We've
okay,
lost everything that you have explained.
okay, no problem, ma'am. Now you
Yeah,
are able
thank you.
to see my screen. Everyone is able to
Yes,
see my screen, ma'am.
yes.
Okay,
Facebook video downloader.
okay. Next
Yeah,
time, be careful. If my audio is not able to listen or my screen is not visible, immediate respond me, because
yes, sir. We
some
were
parties.
responding. We were
Okay.
responding in the chat so that we don't disturb you.
Okay.
But I guess you are not able to read the chat.
Ma'am. While I'm doing the presentation, I'm unable to read my chat section.
Right, sir.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
next time
So,
we will. Thank you,
Supriya
sir.
ma'am. So
Yes,
next time, just respond me immediately. My slide is not visible or my audio is not there.
sure, sir.
I have already mentioned in the instruction PDF that everyone mute their audio, mute their video, and do not click on the present screen. So after anyone clicking on the present screen, my presentation get paused and his screen is appearing.
Sure, sir. Actually, the thing is, quite a few of us are probably new to the whole thing.
Yes, yes,
So
ma'am. So
things
it
get
happen. It
clicked.
happen.
It doesn't happen intentionally.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I know because
Yeah.
I have faced this kind of several problems. So just
Yeah, sir.
continue. Thank you,
Yeah.
Supriya ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to repeat my point again. Okay. So just starts how to download the YouTube videos. Many of if you are not able to know how to download videos, then there are some tricks for you. Suppose you are opening or you are working from your laptop or desktop and you are going to open the browser and visit the website youtube.com and going to play any video, and suppose now you want that video in your presentation on or in your computer, then just click the URL, copy the URL means uniform resource locator, or if you are working from your mobile, then this is a kind of your mobile screen. You can just click on the share button and then click on the copy link, then you will get a URL of that video. After open your, it may be your laptop browser or your mobile browser, just open the browser and click download YouTube videos. You will get a several websites like y2med.com, YouTube downloader, or keepvid. So I'm going to prefer the third one, keepvid.com. In that there is a search bar, just copy the link and click on the download button. After clicking on the download button, you will see this kind of the screen. Okay, so this kind of websites providing you content in the both audio as well as video format. Suppose if you want video and audio, click on the left side portion. If you want only audio, so you don't want a video, just want the audio, then click on the right side part. It's showing the download to 800 kbs 1 mbps. Okay, 1 MB its size. Those participants are participated or participated from the mobile. If they are unable to see my screen or it is in font is very small, then they can click the double click on their mobile screen, then my screen will be zoomed in. So those participants are working from or participating from the mobile, and suppose they found screen is very small, then just double click on your mobile screen, my video is get zoomed in. Okay, so this facility is for all. So those found my screen is very small, they can double click on that, so my screen will be zoomed in. Okay, this is up to YouTube video download. Next one is how to download Facebook videos, because YouTube download is easily available. What about facebook.com? So there are several videos, beneficial or very useful videos on the Facebook also. So if you want to download the Facebook videos, then there are several websites available. Just copy the URL of that Facebook video and paste in there. So there is a website called the fbdown.net, or there is a website getfvid.com. So just copy the URL from the Facebook video and click on the download. If you found these are the tricky ways, there is another way. There is a called app on the Android device called as a My Video Downloader for Facebook. You can just install this app. I have given the link below there. After installing that app, you can open that app. On the left side upper, there is an option Explorer. Click on that 3 horizontal lines, and you will see this kind of option. YouTube watched videos, YouTube my videos, YouTube other videos. So if I'm going to click my videos, I can see these kind of videos. So whatever video I have watched on the Facebook, it will give list of all the videos, and I'm able to download that videos. So there is an option download video, and I am able to download that video. Download. After clicking on the download, that video will be stored in my gallery or in my pen drive or any kind of stuff. So these are the two easiest ways how to download YouTube videos and how to download Facebook videos. Am I clear to all? Please respond in the audio section. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So there are 80 plus participants. That's good. Okay. Now today's important part, different ways to create e-content development. Okay. Because many colleges, many principals are continuously telling their staff. So just content the, everyone has to develop the e-content and publish on their college websites, because it is also recommended by NAC also. So every teacher has to develop e-content. So what are the different ways to create e-content? Let me introduce in brief. Suppose any staff want to create e-content. So there are 5 ways to develop e-content. Okay. The first part is our traditional part. There is no need any kind of software. Just you need your mobile. And in nowadays, everyone having the mobile with its camera. Okay. So the first part, your mobile camera, that means your Android device, your notebook and pen, and your voice. Okay. Your preparation. There is no any software is needed. This is the first part. Second part, Android device is required. That means your mobile, then your PPT plus your voice. For that PPT presentation, for that recording purpose, we are going to see the software or app called as a DU recorder. There are many screen recorder apps we are going to show. Okay. The third one is Windows operating system. So those participants are unable to, requesting to all, please mute your mic. Someone. Okay, fine. Okay. So the type 3 Windows operating system, those are unable to use their mobile frequently because of the RAM problem or because of any other problem. So there is a third part available. There is a third option available. We can use our computer or desktop plus our PowerPoint presentation and our voice. So option 2 and 3 are similar. Option 2 is on your mobile and option 3 is on your Windows laptop or desktop, anything. The fourth one, very important, very impressive. Your Windows operating system plus PowerPoint presentation plus voice plus your webcam. So webcam is able to capture your image also. Okay, so PPT is going to execute, and then as well as PPT and video it's your video. So for that purpose, we are going to use OBS software, that is Open Broadcast Software Studio. And the last one is a more popular Windows operating system PPT voice plus webcam plus graphics pad. So many of times you've seen there is a cricket match is going on, and that commentator is going to write something on the screen. Okay, on live screen you can see this player is not here, this player won't here, or something is going to write on the screen. So likewise, we can write live. We can write live while we're presenting. Okay, so you can, like, there is some, you can mark, cross or tick, something like that with the help of different types of colors. So these are the 5, if you want to create the e-content development. So these are the 5 steps. These are the 5 types. We are going to see step by step. The first part is your mobile camera, notebook, pen, and your voice. Okay, no software needed, nothing. So any teacher can create this. How? Let me show you the simple video. Okay, I have muted this video. Everyone is able to see the video. Please respond in the mic.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for the response.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have muted the voice of this video and just going to play the video. Okay, requesting to all again mute your mics. Okay, so this is the simple
Good quality.
pen and paper. Okay, so madam is she's our madam from our department. She's explaining the some kind of stuff. This is for the networking, CPU algorithm, scheduling, first time, first serve, and everyone is able to read. Okay, so this is the first type. But in many cases, when any participant want to record this kind of stuff, then the problem is the video size is too large. Okay, many of you have faced this kind of problem. Suppose if you are going to video for the 10 minutes, it will occupy the space up to 900 MB or 1 GB, and then it is unable to upload that kind of the video on the Facebook or YouTube. Okay, so this is the first kind of video. For that, no any kind of software is required, just your mobile camera, your notebook and pen is sufficient. Okay, but while recording these kind of videos, you need some kind of settings. What kind of settings? Let me show you. Everyone take a note. When you are going to record some video, then at first mode you will get a photo mode. Okay, shift the photo mode to your video mode. Am I right? So those faculties are already recorded the video. They knows when you are going to start your camera, the by default mode is a photo mode. So you have to slide to the video mode. After in the video mode, go to the setting. In many colleges, when I completed my session, the faculty started the setting. This faculty started the searching for the setting, and they are searching in the photo mode. So definitely in the photo mode, you didn't get this kind of setting. So for that, you have to switch to your video mode. After video mode, go to the right upper corner, or it is best on the different mobiles. As per the mobile companies, the option is varying. But yes, definitely there is an option. Go to the setting. In the setting, you can see on my left side screen, the video quality is FHD. And it's for the 1080p, that means pixel, and 30 FPS, that is a 30 frame per second. Those participants are participated from the mobile, watching this video from the mobile, and they're unable to see my screen clearly. They can double tap on their mobile, so my screen will be zoomed in. Okay, so you will get a bigger view. Okay, so on the left hand side, you can see the video quality is only 1080p. Suppose I'm going to record my video with this quality. For the 10 minutes video, it will occupy 1 GB of space, which is not able to, I'm unable to share on the WhatsApp, and I'm unable to upload on the YouTube. So what is the another way? Click on that video quality, and you can see in the right hand screen, there is an option called SD. Okay, SD 480p, that means 480 pixel, and the size is 30 FPS frame per second. Always choose that size. That is a SD 480p. That is sufficient size to share the video on WhatsApp as well as upload on the YouTube. Everyone's clear about this? So every time you are going to load the video, or you are going to shoot the video, you are going to record the video, every time you have to check you have selected the proper quality. That means 480p, that is a 30 frame per second. Okay, after selecting that quality, you are able to record the video in a good manner. That means suppose you are going to shoot the video for half an hour, then its size will be up to 400 to 500 MB for the half an hour. Okay, so it is good. It is good. After setting the video, you are going to record the video. Okay, after recording, it may possible your hand is going to shake. Okay, because you are going to sum, you are going to solve the sum, or you are going to explain the algorithm. At that time, it is not possible hold the mobile in the left hand and explain the sum, explain the algorithm with right hand pen. Okay, so for that you need a proper stand. So how to create a perfect stand at home for the video recording? Okay, everyone, listen carefully or watch the video carefully. I have created this kind of simple stand for the video recording at home with the help of PVC pipe. What is required? Take a look. For creating this kind of stand, I need only 6 small pipes and 1 big pipe with 4 to 5 connectors and 1 stationary clip, which is already available in any kind of stationery shop. So you can collect this kind of material and create a perfect stand like this. So just you can attach your mobile with top of the PVC pipe with that clip or any kind of rubber band, and below you can start working. Okay, just start the video recording, and explain the stuff, whatever you want to explain. It may be any mathematical sum, any chemistry reaction, or any English lecture, something like that, whatever it may be. So you can start the writing. But remember, at the time of writing, you have to use the black marker pen, not a pen. Okay, simple pen requires a lot of attention. So instead of that, you can use a black marker pen, which is a proper thickness. Okay, so students are easily visible all the things whatever you are going to write. Is that clear? Suppose you don't want to create this kind of stand. Okay, so there is another way. Suppose any faculty having the tripod at home, tripod and selfie stick. So I have created this stand with the help of tripod stand and the selfie stick. So just I have attached my selfie stick to my tripod, and just starting point of the selfie, I have attached selfie stick, I have attached my mobile. So my video is going to record properly. There is no problem at all. So everyone is able to clear about stand, how to create stand at home with the help of this PVC pipe or this tripod stand and your selfie stick. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So these are the simple ideas through which you can create a good video quality at your home. Okay. So no need any kind of software or no need any kind of third party material. Fine. So the next one, our second type, that means, okay, Android device plus PPT plus void plus your voice. Now you have proper PPT in your mobile, you have downloaded in your mobile, and now you want to record that PowerPoint presentation as well as your voice. Many MI mobile or Xiaomi mobile having or many Samsung mobiles having two types of recorder in their mobile. The first record is called as a voice recorder, and second record is called as a video or screen recorder. But the problem is voice recorder is only capable to record the voice, and the screen record is only able to capture your mobile screen but not audio. So this is the problem. Okay, so your screen recorder software is going to only record your screen, mobile screen, not your audio. So now we want both, because we want our PPT to video with your audio. Okay, so we want proper e-content development video now. So for that purpose, you need PowerPoint presentation on your mobile and your voice. For that purpose, we are going to use, okay, this is our second type, Android device plus PPT plus voice. You can download any screen recorder app from Play Store. Just go to your Play Store, Android mobile Play Store, and enter screen recorder. You will get hundreds of app, no problem. Or there is another software called as a DU recorder. So just open your mobile's browser, go to the www.du-recorder.com. Okay, on that website there are three options are available. So DU recorder software is available for your Apple computer, for your computer that is the second PC version, and the third one is Android version. So you have to download that version. Okay, so this DU recorder app is capable to record your audio as well as your PowerPoint presentation from your mobile.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, Santosh sir is sharing his screen.
Santosh sir, Santosh
Yes, sir,
Bira,
yes, sir.
please stop your presentation. And make sure next time this will not happen, because you are disturbing to the all class. Santosh sir, stop your presentation. Wag sir, please stop your video. तुम्ही बनियान हात भांग पडा सगळ्यांना दिसतंय सर. संतोष सर, मी तुम्हाला रिमूव्ह करतोय.
Sir, please tell him how to undo that screen sharing. He may
So
not
there is
know.
a just option stop presentation. I don't know why he is not doing this.
Or he may not realize.
They are not reading the proper instructions and they are disturbing to all class. Very Santosh. Okay, Santosh sir, I'm going to remove from your class. Okay, so I have resumed my presentation. Everyone is able to see my laptop screen. Ma'am, please.
Only a R.
No, sir.
Okay, let resume your presentation. Resume presenting. Okay, is it good now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the responding. Okay,
Thank you.
so for that, Okay. Let's start our again session again. Okay, so for that you have to you have to open your browser from your mobile, www.du-recorder.com. So this app is able to record your PowerPoint presentation which is available in your mobile and your voice. So you have to prepare your script while recording this kind of stuff. Okay, so just let me give you demo how to use DU Recorder software in brief. Okay, so after installing the DU Recorder successfully, you will see this kind of faint icon in your right side of your screen. After clicking on that icon, you will see this kind of options. So first option is for the record your screen. So record screen option is going to record everything which is visible on your screen. So what you have to do, first you have to open your PowerPoint presentation and then you have to click on the record button. Everyone clear about this? After started the recording, DU Recorder will record everything which is visible on your screen. So step number 1, you have to open your PowerPoint presentation and then you have to start the recording. So it will start the recording. So it will start the creating the video of your PowerPoint presentation and your voice. Let me show you the video. So this is my mobile. Okay, so I'm going to open the browser. This is my Google Chrome. After I'm going to type durecorder.com. So you are able to see there are 3 options are available for the Apple Store, for the PC version and for Android version. So I'm going to click on the Android version. After clicking on the Android, there is a file of the kind of 30 MB plus 30 MB having the size. So just you have to click on the download. After clicking on the download, you can install that app. After clicking on the install, it will start installing the app. It will take few seconds, up to 4 to 5 seconds, depending on your mobile's processor and RAM. Okay, installing. Okay, installed successful. After that, your mobile is scanning your app and there is an option called open. After clicking on the open button, the app will look like this. So it will ask for the permission. You have to grant all the permission to display all the things. So display over the apps, you have to open that thing. These kind of settings are differ from mobile to mobile. Okay, so again click on the allow, device location, media and all the stuff. Okay, after that you will see this kind of screen. So now you have successfully installed the DU Recorder screen recorder software or screen recorder app. Okay, so there is a button called record. After clicking on that record button, recording will be start. Okay, so just click on the right side button, on that faint button. Okay, I have clicked. Then click on the first button called record. Started recording. So now you can see, okay, is it going to again the permission start now? Again, record the audio. Okay, so you'll get a counting 3, 2, 1. After counting, your whole screen is going to record. Okay, so I'm going to again click on that button, minimize the screen. Everything is going to record. I just stop the recording. After stopping the recording, you can see that recording appear in your mobile, in your gallery. Okay, in album and in videos, you can see there is a video. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to record the PowerPoint presentation from your mobile with the help of DU Recorder software. So just if you are having the images or if you are having the PowerPoint presentation, just load that presentation. After clicking on the presentation, requesting to all, please mute the audio. Nilesh Kodi sir. Thank you. Okay. So I just click on the start button, 3, 2, 1, and my video is started. So recording is started. So now I have to slide the video, slide the PPT, and I have to talk like that way. So I have to create the script likewise. Okay, so these are my simple images or your PowerPoint presentation, and I have to explain all the thing. After explanation, I'm just clicking on that icon and stop button. So I can see this particular video in my gallery. Okay, so album, recent, and I'm able to play the video. So now you can see I have created successful video from my PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So that video will be occur in my gallery section. So now you can upload that video on YouTube or Facebook or WhatsApp also. You can share anywhere. So this is a simple video. Okay, so everyone is clear about this, how to create video from your mobile only. So you have to install this app called as a DU recorder. With the help of this app, you can create a good quality video and upload it on YouTube or on your college website. Okay, so while creating or recording this kind of video, you have to remember few important points. Which kind of points? The first point, prepare your script according to your material or PPT. So for that purpose, you have to take lots of efforts, because if you want to create the video for 30 minutes, then you have for the 4 to 5 hours. Okay, whatever you are confident on your screen or on your subject, but you have to prepare the PPT or kind of material. Likewise, you are while you are watching the news reader is only reading the things. Okay, reading the things in front of his mobile, in front of his screen. So while recording video, you have to create your proper script for that, and then you can read the script, and then next slide you can read the script according to PPT and slide to the next slide. The second thing, keep your mobile airplane mode, because there are many notifications are disturbing. It may possible you may got a call from any other person and your recording get disturbed. So while recording the video on your mobile, keep your mobile on the airplane mode. The third thing important, record it is in silent place or silent room. There is no disturbance or no noise. The fourth one is proper light conditions. The fifth one is you can use the external mic for the better audio quality. Okay, so I have shown the several images of the mic. These are mics are available on the Amazon or Flipkart with the simplest 200 to up to 800. Okay, so 200 300 are the simplest price, so you can use the collar mic also. If you want a good quality of audio in your video, then you can use this kind of the mics, this kind of headphones. So these headphones come with the noise cancellation headphone. It may happen many times if you are sitting in your silent room, but your fan is on and it's a full fan on. So in the video, you will get the audio, you will get a noise, lots of noise in that. So if you want to avoid this kind of noise, or if you want to cancel this kind of noise, then you can use this kind of good headphones. There are many companies having this kind of headphones. The brand is a Jabra company. It's the headphone is basic headphone starts from the 5,000. So you can use this kind of headphones, good quality headphones. So you will get a good quality audio in your video. So students able to concentrate in your video. Okay, so this is up to limited with your mobile. Suppose any faculty member is not a good with your mobile, or is not able to handle the proper mobile, or its mobile is too old, its RAM and processor is too low, then DU recorder is not able to work in that mobile. So what to do? There is a third option is available. So you can use your desktop computer, your laptop, or your so there is a third option available. You can develop e-content from your desktop or from your laptop. For that, you have to download one software called as a OBS Studio. So for that purpose, you have to open your browser in your desktop or on your laptop. Go to the website called www.obsproject.com. You can see on that it's a freeware software, so there is no license is required, no crack is required. So you can download software from the Windows. That is the first tab, download. So there is only 130 MB software. You can easily download in just 5 to 7 minutes. After successfully download, you have to install that software. Okay, so the steps are very easy. Just click on the next. That software is going to install in your computer, in your laptop or desktop. After working on that software, we have recorded the PPT in our DU app. Okay, DU recorder app. But this OBS Studio software requires images. So now question arises, how to convert images? So how to convert your PPT to images? Suppose I'm having the PowerPoint presentation with 25 slides. Okay, and this OBS software is only understand the images. He's unable to understand the PowerPoint presentation whole. Okay, so suppose you want convert your PPT PowerPoint presentation into images, then what to do? Just follow the steps. Open your PowerPoint presentation. After opening it, go to the file, then click as. After clicking on the save as button, go to the save as type. You can see in the screen, I have set it save as type to JPEG file interchange format, JPG. Okay. After clicking on the save button, it will prompt which slides do you want to export. The first button is called as all slides, and the second button is called as just one slide. So suppose your PowerPoint presentation having the 25 slides, and now you have to convert that 25 slides into 25 images. Then just click on the first button, all slides. After clicking on the slides, all slides, you will get a folder. You will get a folder with the same name. Suppose your file having the file name having the Java introduction. Okay, so you will get a folder called as a Java introduction, and in that folder all images will be created. So your PowerPoint presentation is successfully converted to all images. Now in OBS software, we are going to add few sources like audio, the second our images, and the third thing we have to set the hotkeys for the movement front and next. So those faculty members are not good with mobile handling, they can try this OBS Studio. So now I'm going to demonstrate how to use OBS Studio software. Okay, this is the basic screen of OBS software. So you have to download the OBS software and install it. After installing, you can see this kind of screen. So those members are presenting this particular participant from the mobile device, or these are watching from the mobile devices. They are unable to see my screen in proper manner. They can double tap on your mobile, so you can see zoomed in status. Okay, so you will get a bigger screen. On the bottom of windows, I'm able to see there are 4 to 5 windows. The first window is scene. The second window is sources. This is a very important part we have to see. Okay, the second window is source. Third one is audio mixer. Fourth one is scene transaction, and the fifth one is control. So just I'm going to see, I'm going to demonstrate how to create. Requesting to all, please mute your audio. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how to use OBS software demo. So after starting the app or software, you have to click on the left down corner where is the sources. Okay, in that there is an option called the sources. In that sources, you have to go to the click button. Click means add source. Okay, so on the bottom of side, I'm going to click on that plus button. So after clicking on the plus button, it will show me the list of all sources. So you are able to see audio input capture, audio output capture, browser, color source, display, blah, blah, blah. It's a long listing is there. So first time you have to choose the first audio input capture. So whatever is you are going to tell, that is going to record. Okay, so I have added successfully the first source, that is a audio thing. Now I have to add second source called as a images. Okay, PowerPoint images. So I'm going to add image slideshow. Everyone is able to see there are two options, image, and second option is image slideshow. So you have to click on the image slideshow source. After clicking on that icon, you will get a following screen like this. So you have to click on the OK. After clicking on the OK button, it will ask for the visibility behavior. Okay, and the second option is slide mode. Everyone is able to see there is a slide mode is automatic. Automatic means after every 10 seconds, next slide will be moved. Our presentation will be moved for the 10 seconds. This is not possible now, because we are going to explain every slide as per our manner. So it may possible first slide, maybe introduction slide, is for the 4 to 5 seconds. Second slide is a lengthy slide, so you have to explain for the 45 to 50 seconds, whatever it may be. Okay, so you have to change the mode from the automatic to manual. So after switching mode to the manual mode, there is a bracket, there is an instruction in the bracket. Use hotkeys to control slideshow. So you have to set hotkeys for that also. You have to configure the hotkeys for that. After that, scroll down and there is a, okay, so after scroll down, there is an option called plus button, image files. Okay, so you have to click on that right side corner. Okay, so I'm going to place add file or add directory. So before started the OBS Studio, we have exported our PowerPoint presentation to images. Am I right? So now that images you have to import in your OBS Studio. Click on the add files, then go to your folder, that is e-content development, introduction to Java, and click on the slides, whatever you want in the video. So I have just selected 10 slides and click on the open and OK. Okay, so everyone is able to understand up to this part. I have added two sources in the OBS Studio software. Okay, the first source is image and the second source is, sorry, first source is audio and second source is the image. So I have added all these images, but the problem is images on the left upper corner. Okay, the right hand side is a total black one. So now we have to set these images to the center part. So what to do? Just click on the right, click images. After clicking on the images, there is an option called transform. Okay, so you can see there is an option called transform. Go to that option, transform, and click on the option fit to screen. Fit to screen or center to screen. So I have just going to select the fit to screen. So now you can see my PowerPoint presentation is middle in my screen. Okay, now I have to move the slides, okay, with the help of my right key and left key. So I am unable to slide now. So I have to go right side of my screen. There is an option called control, start streaming, start recording, and there is a second last option called settings. So just go to second last option, setting, click on the setting, then click on the left side hotkeys, scroll down. After scrolling down, you will get the option called image slideshow. Is that okay? Image slideshow. In that slideshow, there are two options, next slide and previous slide. So while recording the video, we have to move the slides also. So for that, you have to set the keys. So for the next slide, I'm going to click on the right arrow key, and for previous slides, I'm going to set the left arrow key and just click on the OK. So now everything is ready to start the recording. Okay, I have added my audio, I have added my slides with the manual interaction, and I have set the hotkeys also. So just click on the start recording button. On my right side window, there is an option called start recording. Just click on the start recording button and you are able to move. Just started the talk, and just with the help of right key, you can slide the video like this way. So everything is going to record. After your presentation, you can stop the recording. So this is the simplest way to use the OBS Studio. Okay, so after clicking on the stop recording, that by default video is going to store in my video section. In your computer, there's an option called my document, my picture, my video. By default, all the videos are going to store in my video section. In my video section. After that section, you can go in that section and just play the video. So whatever I'm going to record, this look like this. I have muted the audio, so this is the simplest video. Okay, so I'm able to see my PowerPoint presentation is in the video format, and whatever I talked, it is already recorded. Okay, so up to this part, everyone is clear about? Everyone is clear how to create the record. Okay, how to create the video from your mobile or from your desktop or laptop. Everyone is clear? Please reply in the chat section or audio section.
Yes, sir.
Okay. झेपते
Yes,
ना
sir.
सगळ्यांना? Everyone is able to come, everyone is comfortable? सगळ्यांना समजतंय काय चाललंय ते?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. सगळे जागे आहेत? There are 80 plus participants, all are the awake.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
It's going
we
on
are-
very well.
Okay. Thank you, Mani sir. Okay. Now we are moving towards the advanced presentation. Okay. Some kind of advanced presentation. So up to these three parts are the very simple, or any faculty can create this kind of videos. Okay. So the first part with your only camera, the second part with your mobile device. So you need to, there is an app called a DU recorder. Through that app, you can record or you can create the video. The third step with your desktop or with your laptop, you have to install the OBS software and you have to export your PowerPoint presentation to images and create this kind of stuff. The fourth is very important. Some faculty members are interested to see their video also in the presentation. Okay, so they are expecting or they are interesting to show, sir मेरा भी फोटो वहां पर चाहिए, जो भी मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं वो मुझे पावर पॉइंट में चाहिए, मेरे जो भी मेरा वीडियो बन रहा है उसमें मैं खुद भी दिखना चाहिए. Okay, it's a good expectation, because if you are having the good quality content, then why you are not going to explore yourself also ना. So भाई आपकी भी एडवर्टाइजमेंट होनी चाहिए, अगर आपके पास अच्छे कंटेंट है तो आपकी भी एडवर्टाइजमेंट होनी चाहिए. So for that step, video OBS software having one more option or one more source called as the webcam. Okay, so now I'm going to add the few things like this. The first, I'm going to add the audio device. Second, I'm going to add images. Third, I'm going to set hotkeys. So likewise, I have prepared the same thing. But the new thing is I'm going to add my laptop's webcam also. So now I'm going to record my audio, my PowerPoint presentation, as well as my webcam also. Let's see how to add it. So I'm going to play the video. The first three steps are as usual, which is the previous thing. So first step, I'm going to add the audio device. Okay, added successfully. Okay. Second thing, I have to add the PowerPoint presentation. So click on the add source, go to the image slideshow, click and the OK. Then set slideshow mode to the manual. Then scroll down. Then click on the add images button. Select the add files. Choose your images exported from your PowerPoint presentation. Okay, imported successfully. Click on the OK button. After clicking on OK button, you have to set your PowerPoint presentation to center of the screen. So click on the right click, go to the transform button and click on the fit to screen. Okay, so everyone clear about this? After clicking on the fit to screen button, your PowerPoint presentation will be center in the screen. Okay, it's good. Then we have to set hotkeys for it. Go to setting. After that, go to hotkeys, then scroll down. And then you can see there is an image slideshow. For the next slides, set the right key. And for the left sides, click on the left. Okay, then click on the OK button. Okay, so all the stuff we have already done with the previous option. Okay, now I have to add my webcam in this video recording. Okay, so again, go to the plus, add source. Click on the plus button. Okay, so I'm able to move my PPT to the left and right, upper key, no problem. Go to the plus button. After that, there is an option called display capture. Okay, sorry. There is a video capture device. There is a second last option called as a video capture device. Click on that video capture device. After clicking on that option, you are able to see your laptop webcam. Okay. Suppose you are working on your desktop, so you can purchase the webcam, you can add it on your screen, and you are able to add that screen. So this option is available by default available in your laptop, because webcam is already inbuilt in your laptop. But if you are working on your desktop, then you can purchase external webcam and just mount to your desktop, no problem. So you are able to add your screen. Click on the OK. Okay, so now you are able to see the screen, your webcam screen. So again, it is in the left upper corner. I have to start first, when I'm going to start my presentation, before the presentation, I have to introduce myself or I have to introduce my subject. Okay, for that, my screen is in the full screen mode. So just I'm going to right click, transform, again transform, then click on the fit to screen. So this is the full screen. Okay, so now webcam view is a totally full screen. So now I'm going to click on the start recording button. So everyone is able to see the right down corner. There is a button called a start recording. Okay, so I'm requesting to everyone, please mute your mic. Okay, thank you. Okay, so everyone is able to see on my right, the bottom corner, right bottom corner, there's an option, second option called a start recording. So I'm going to click on that start recording and I'm start talking. Whatever I want to explain, I'm going to start talking. So, okay, hello friends, I have started. After my introduction is finished, I have to minimize my webcam screen. I have to minimize my webcam screen. So just click on the left upper corner and drag it and resize whatever you want. Okay, so now your webcam screen is minimized in your video and you can start your presentation. Okay, so with the help of right click, I'm able to see that screen. Someone is there, please mute their mic. Okay, thank you. No, someone is still disturbing. Vak sir, I'm going to remove Vak sir. Okay, I have removed the MS Vak sir. He's disturbing me. Okay, so I'm going to continue my presentation. Fine. Okay. Okay, so I have started my recording screen. Okay, after finishing the presentation, I'm going to click on the stop recording button. After clicking on the stop recording, my video is going to save in my video section. So in our laptop or in our computer, Windows computer, there are options, my documents, my video, my images. So your all recorded videos are by default going to store in your my video section. So after completing my recording, I'm going to click on the stop recording button right below section. Okay, so okay, thank you for the recording. So this is how to use OBS software. This is the demonstration how to use OBS software. So what is the output of this? Let me show you the video. The output of the OBS software. That output you are going to upload it on the YouTube, or you are going to publish it on, you are going to share it on the WhatsApp. Okay, so the output will be like this. So it's in the pure this format. Okay, so I have muted the audio, so you are able to see the screen. This is first my webcam, then it is going to resize, then my PowerPoint presentation is going on. I'm going to click the right, I'm just clicking the right keys, right arrow keys. So my PowerPoint presentation is going on. There my video is also available, so students can see me while explaining or my other stuff. Okay. So everyone is able to clear how to record audio as well as your PowerPoint presentation as well as your face, because face is also important to explain or to interact with students. Okay. So you can resize your screen as per your requirement. Everyone is able to clear? Okay, fine. The next one, the fifth and the last one, Windows operating system plus PowerPoint presentation plus your voice plus your webcam. These are the fine. The last one, you can add the graphics pad or graphics tablet. This is called as a OBS Studio Plus Digital Drawing Tablet. So आप बहुत बार देखते हो कि कोई अगर IIT बॉम्बे का वीडियो होगा तो वो जो वीडियो चालू होता है तो वो कुछ ना कुछ तो एक्सप्लेन करता रहता है. जब भी आपका पावरपॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन आता है सामने तो वो पावरपॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन के ऊपर लिखता है वाइल लाइव, जब आपका सेशन चल रहा होगा तो, और वो इरेज भी कर सकता है. और while we are watching the cricket match, then commentator is also doing the same thing. Okay, so how it is possible? It is possible with the help of Wacom graphics tablet. Okay, so Wacom is the branded company. You can purchase the tablet of this company. It is a branded one, or on the online purchasing websites you can purchase any kind of graphics digital drawing tablet, no problem. So just I have mentioned the Wacom company. So whatever, you have to see your laptop screen or desktop screen and just draw on this tablet. So whatever you are going to draw on this tablet, it is visible on your PPT. It is visible on your PPT. Is that clear? So let me show you the demonstration, how it is working, how it looks like. So you have to install the software. Its driver is there, so you have to install its drivers. So this fellow is demonstrating the how to use how to use graphics tablets. Okay. Okay. So now suppose this is the white screen is your PowerPoint presentation screen, or your any kind of video or whatever, or your notebook also, and you have to write something on that while you are recording the screen. So that fellow having the laptop, or sorry, graphics tablet in his hand, and he's started writing on that. So whatever he's going to write on that tablet, it is displayed on your PowerPoint presentation. Is that okay? So you have to place this tablet again you have to connect this tablet to your laptop or desktop. So while you are writing on the tablet, whatever you are, that whole thing is going to display in your PowerPoint presentation. So while you are going to flip that pen, it will work as a eraser. Okay, so it is going to erase. Again, you have to write something, then you have to flip the pen, and again you start writing. So you have to put the right mark or cross mark, or you want to put relation between these things, or you have to write anything. So just practicing 2 to 3 hours, you are able to master, or you are able to work properly with this tablet. So this is, he's going to write the test of Wacom and something like that, whatever. Okay, so this is the demonstration of Wacom graphics tablet. So actually this tablet having the cost, suppose you are going to purchase the 8-inch tablet, then it's costing around 8 to 10,000. So for that college, it is easy to purchase. Okay, for that college, it is 8 to 10,000 is not a big cost. So college level, you can purchase it and you can use while you are explaining the some kind of flow or some kind of circuit diagram or some kind of relation between two entities. So you can write, or you can use this kind of tablet. So your presentation will be more interactive to the students, or students can easily understand the flow of your PowerPoint presentation or whatever is the image. Everyone is clear about this, the 5 things? Okay, so now we are moving to our last session. So the last session is for the first step, how to verify the YouTube account, and the second step, how to upload your recorded video to YouTube. Okay, I think some participants have asked the chat section this question in the chat section also, that how to upload the video on YouTube. So I'm going to demonstrate how to upload the video on the YouTube. Okay, so I think up to the whole part is clear. Everyone clear about this, all the 5 things? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for the reply. So the first important part is, many of you have tried to upload the video on the YouTube, but they fail. Why fail? Because by default, your YouTube account is not verified. Suppose you want to upload your video on the YouTube, which is a greater than 15 minutes, then you have to verify your YouTube account. How to do it? Let's see. So how to verify your YouTube account? Everyone pay attention to this, because this is very important step. So the first step, you have to open your browser, then go to your Gmail account. Okay, after, yeah, that means go to the sign in. After sign in, open the YouTube account. So open the new tab, YouTube. After opening the YouTube, go to the website called www.youtube.com/account. So you will able to see this kind of the screen. Then click on the channel status and features. So I have marked with the red box. Those are unable to see the text on the screen, they can double tap on their mobile. So my laptop screen will be zoomed in, so you are able to see the proper text. So there is an option called channel status and features. Okay, so in that I'm going to click on that. Now you are able to see my photo, and there is an option called verified, ed, past tense. Okay, so that means my YouTube account is a verified. So I am able to upload the videos having the length more than 15 minutes. I'm not talking about the size, I'm talking about the length of the video, 15 minutes. If your if your YouTube account is not verified, then you can upload video only up to 15 minutes. Suppose 10 minutes video, 12 minutes video, 15 minutes video, yes, you can upload it. How many number of times? No, there is no number of times. You can upload 100 videos of 10 minutes, there is no problem. But if you are having the 30 minutes video, then you are unable to upload because your account is not verified. So if you want to upload the video of length more than 15 minutes, then you have to verify your account. So how to verify? Now my account is verified, so I am able to see verified. If your account is not verified, then you can see there is a button called verify button. Okay, so there is a button called as a verify. Just click on the button. After clicking on the button, it will ask for your mobile number. Enter your mobile number, select the country code. For our India, country code is +91. So select the India +91, then enter the mobile number and click on the get OTP button. So you will get a OTP on your mobile. Just enter that OTP. After entering the OTP, if you are entered the right OTP, then your account is going to verified. So everyone is able to clear about this, how to verify your YouTube account. So just log into your Gmail account, go to the new tab, type youtube.com/account, go to the features, go to the channel status and feature. In that feature, there's an option called verify. Click on the verify button, enter your mobile number, select the country code +91 and click on the get OTP button. After entered the right OTP, you will get a message like this: your account is verified. Okay, and after the verified, you can see this kind of the stuff. So what are the advantages of the account verification? So these are the advantages. You can see the green bottom line to the every square. So green bottom line tells me these are the enabled features. So the first feature is uploading, that is enabled. Second is monetization, so it is still disabled. So monetization means, suppose you are going to add, you are going to insert the ad factory, Google's ad factory. You can see many times you are going to play the video and before the video there is an advertisement. So that advertisement hits you the money. Okay, suppose your video got 1 lakh plus like, then you are able to earn 10,000 rupees per 1 lakh videos, per 1 lakh likes. So this is also monetization. If you are a good singer, good actor, or you are having the good art, then you can create the videos and upload it on the YouTube and just start the monetization. So after 1 lakh likes, you will get you can earn the money from the YouTube also. Okay, the next one is live streaming. You can do YouTube live also. You can embed the live streaming, longer videos. This is the most important part. Okay, longer videos. You can read the text. You can now upload the videos longer than 15 minutes. Why this is possible? Because we have verified our account. If we are not going to verify if you are not going to verify YouTube account, then this section is disabled. So you cannot upload the video more than 15 minutes. So every faculty after the end of session, just go to the YouTube and verify your account. Then there are several points, you can just go through it. So you can enable the video account. You can verify your YouTube account. Okay. After verification, you are able to upload the video. So I'm going to demonstrate the practically how to upload the videos on YouTube. While uploading the videos, YouTube will ask you 3 options. The first option is public, second one is unlisted, and third one is private. Okay, suppose any faculty is somewhat shy. He's not able to upload publicly his video, but the college is enforcing him to upload your YouTube video and give our link, and we are going to publish that link on our website. So there are 3 parts. The first part is a public. Public means whatever you are going to upload on the YouTube, whole world will able to watch this. Okay, so suppose your name is Rahul Shah and I'm going to search Rahul Shah's video, so I will able to see that all videos. So this is the public one, anyone can able to see. The second one is the unlisted view. This is very important. Suppose some faculties are wanted to upload their videos on the YouTube, but they are expecting that this video will not see to the world. The world is not able to watch this video. Then what to do? Just go for the unlisted mode. समझ में आ रहा है सबको? अनलिस्टेड मोड क्या करता है? जब आप कोई वीडियो अनलिस्टेड मोड पे पब्लिश करते हो तो वीडियो यूट्यूब पे तो रहेगा लेकिन उसे कोई देख नहीं पाएगा जब तक आप वो यूआरएल किसी को पास नहीं करते हैं। जब आप अगर उस वीडियो की यूआरएल आपने शेयर कर दी तो ही वो वीडियो देख पाएगा, otherwise he is unable to watch your video. Is that okay? So this is unlisted mode. So that's for those faculty members are doesn't want, so their video is going to public. No problem. You can upload your video as an unlisted mode and then just copy the URL to your websites. So only your students can see that video, not whole world. And the third mode is private mode. So if you are going to put your publish your video privately, then only YouTube account holder peoples can able to see that video. Okay. So public mode, anyone can see it. Unlisted mode, only selected peoples can see whoever you are going to share the URL. Suppose you are going to share the video of uploaded video, then these peoples are able to see your video. Otherwise, not whole world is going to see that video. And the third mode is private mode. So private mode is only mode whoever having the YouTube account or Gmail account, they're only able to see your video. Other not able to go in that, share the or see the video. Is that okay? So let's see the practical demonstration of the video, how to upload it on the YouTube. Okay. So requesting to all, please mute the mic. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are moving towards our last session. I'm requesting to all participants, those are the interested participants, they can take a selfie like this. So with your mobile phone or with your laptop, you can take a selfie and send me. Then I will upload it my Facebook wall and my other stuff. So we have upgraded ourselves to the COVID-19 lockdown time. So those are the interested faculties can take a selfie with this kind of screen and send me. So I will publish it on my Facebook wall, or you can send me through the Gmail or this is WhatsApp number. Okay, so let's see how to upload the video on YouTube. Okay, so everyone is to see my screen. I'm going to start the fresh. So I'm going to open the youtube.com. youtube.com. I have already logged into my Gmail account. So you can see on the right upper corner, there is my icon. So if you are getting the sign in button, so just go on the sign in button. Okay, so I have successfully opened the YouTube website. Okay, so just you can see right upper corner, you can see the button that is there is a video camera icon and there is a plus button in that, plus sign in that. Okay, everyone is able to see that right side. So just I'm going to, those participants are participated from the mobile, I'm going to click zoom in for them. Okay, so I think everyone is able to see. So this is the R icon, that means I am successfully logged into my YouTube account. This is the plus button, that means create. Okay, so I am going to plus icon. After clicking on the plus icon, it will ask upload video or go live. So I'm going to select upload video. So we have already seen the 5 different modes, that means how to create the different types of the e-content videos. Okay, so after click on the button, after click on the upload, you will see this kind of the screen. That means drag the video or select the video from your device, maybe from your mobile or from your desktop or laptop. Okay, so you are able to see the upload video screen. Then there is a button called the select files. So I'm going to click on the select files. After clicking on the select files, it will browse for the file location. So I'm going to select D drive, then e-content, and there is a small video of Amitabh Bachchan's regarding the COVID-19 awareness. So I'm going to select that video and clicking on the open. So consider this is your recorded video of the e-content, what you're about your topic. Okay, after this is the important screen. The first one, title of your video. So COVID-19 awareness video. Its description. Description contains your name, your college name, your topic name, or what you are going to tell in the video. So this is the detail of video, details of video, details of presenter, details of college, details of topic, everything. Now you can see there is a right send video link, and you can see the video link. Okay, on the bottom of my screen you can see the finished processing. Okay. Sorry. So if your video is too large, suppose half an hour or 1 hour, then it will take 10 to 15 minutes to process your video and to upload your video. So this video is only having the 5 to 10 MB, so it is immediately uploaded. Okay, so I have entered the title, I have entered the details, then I got a URL. I can copy that URL, or after finishing the all 3 steps, again YouTube will give me the URL. So no problem. I'm just going to scroll down. Okay, so it will ask, it is for the students. Is this video made for kids? I will suggest go for the no, because if you are going to yes, then again it will ask for the what content and what not. So instead of that, go for the no, then click on the next. After clicking on the next button, you are able to see the video elements. Okay, no need to add anything. We are this is the educational content, so we are not going to promote anything. Then click on the next. Okay, this is the very important screen. Visibility. So now visibility in the 3 mode: private, unlisted, and public. So I'm going to magnify my screen so everyone is able to see the details. So the first mode is private. The private mode says only you and people you choose can see your video. So suppose you have uploaded the video as a privately, and I'm going to add 3 people only. That means Belwarkar and Mahajan sir. So only those 2 people are able to see my video, other are unable to see my video. The second mode is an unlisted mode. So unlisted mode means anyone having that URL is able to see the video. Anyone having the video, anyone having the URL that able to see the video. And the third mode is public. Public means all over world is able to see that video. No problem. He is able to go into search or through URL. No problem. Everyone is going to watch that video. Everyone clear about these 3 modes: private, unlisted, and public. Okay, so I'm going to publish that video as a publicly, and then going to click on the publish button. After clicking on the publish, it will upload your video, it will process your video, and at the end you will get a URL. That is the video link. I'm going to copy that URL and the close the session. Suppose I'm going to open the new tab and going to paste that URL and hit the enter. You are able to see that video. Okay, all of you are able to see that video. So video is playing. Okay, so this is the simple Amitabh Bachchan's video is playing.
Namaskar, this is Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay, so everyone is able to clear how to publish the video on YouTube. Okay, some faculties have published the video, but they want to delete the video. Then how to delete the published video? How to delete the uploaded video? Yes, it is also possible. There is option. Suppose I want to delete this video from YouTube. Then what to do? Just go to the left side, your tab videos. You can see the whole videos, whatever you have uploaded till date. So I'm going to my dashboard. On dashboard, there is a recent uploaded video. Okay, this is the COVID-19 video. And again, I'm going to click on the playlist. On that playlist, you will get all the videos. Okay, let me again go to youtube.com. Okay, then your videos, left hand panel. Okay, then I can see there is a first video called COVID-19. I'm going to click on that video, 3 links, and then edit. Suppose for that purpose, I have to go to the YouTube Studio. Just click on the YouTube Studio. There is an option right upper corner. Now I want to delete that uploaded videos. Okay, so that URL will not work. Then again, video. The video title is COVID-19. Okay, so that video will occur at first here. I'm going to the option. There's an option, and there is an option called delete forever. Okay, last option. Edit title, get shareable link, promote, download, and delete forever. Just I'm going to click delete forever. It will again ask me whether you want to delete. I understand that deleting the permanent and can be undone. Delete forever. So that video is deleted from YouTube. Okay, deleted successfully. Now suppose again I'm going to click that link and pressed enter. Then what will happen? I will get a error regarding that. Okay, so video is unavailable because I have deleted that video from my YouTube account. Okay, so I'm going to stop my presentation. Okay, so it's already 12:30. I'm requesting to all participants, if you are having any kind of question or doubts, you can ask me. Am I audible to all? Okay.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hola.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Nice information you have given.
Okay, sir.
But in revised API PBIS, in category third, there is one third F, which is there. And according to it, development of e-learning delivery process material. 10 per module.
You have 10 marks for that. 10 marks per module. Yes, sir.
What is the required? Exactly what much for getting 10 marks? How much e-content and what exactly is required? Please explain for all of us.
Sir, actually that 10 marks, if you want to that earn 10 marks, it is very difficult because whatever I have shown, it is in the basic category. Okay, so if you want to know how to develop that kind of, if you want to earn that 10 marks, then the video quality will be very high. Or if you have attended some kind of FDPs of the IIT Bombay or that MOOC Ramanujan College Delhi, then the quality of, you can see the quality of video. So you have to get approval from MHRD or any kind of the government institution to about that videos. So you have to send them your total script, total video, what you are going to create. So it's the to earn that 10 marks, the process is very lengthy because NAC is not going to give 10 marks for this kind of the basic e-content development in that 3F part. Okay, sir. So if you want to earn that 10 marks, then you have to go for the professional video. That means you need a journalism department or you have to contact to the some professionals to record your video, to record your audio about its quality. Okay.
Okay, sir. But are there some guidelines regarding that?
Yes, sir. These are the guidelines are available. I will send the email. I will send a proper guideline. I'm having that guideline. Even though MHRD or NAC, future central agencies are providing the finance for it also. Okay. So for the teacher also and for that recorder person also, they are about giving 1 lakh per something per course or something like that. I'm not knowing the proper amount, but government is doing the finance also for creating this kind of the lectures.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Next question, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, madam. Good afternoon.
I just wanted to know if you could share the recording to us, sir, because your session was so informative. But when we will practice, maybe if we forget anything, we can just go to the recording and check it up, sir.
Sure, ma'am. As I have mentioned in the instruction file, I'm 100% going to share the recording with you because we are expecting 200 about participants. Many participants are absent because of the technical part or the internet connection. So I'm going to share all the recording with all participants. No problem, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Next question, please. काही क्वेश्चन असेल तर विचारू शकता किंवा काही जणांना जर टेस्टिमोनियल द्यायची असेल तर तुम्ही ते पण फीडबॅक देऊ शकता.
कोणाला काही प्रश्न विचारायचे असेल तर प्रश्न विचारू शकता.
Hello. Hello.
हा मिलिंद सर बोला.
Can we record the video on mobile?
Sure, sir. First two types. The first
Okay,
type you
along
can
with the PPT. Along with PPT.
along with the PPT. Yes, sir. The second type you can use a DU recorder for that. So DU recorder is the screen recorder software. So whatever is on your screen, it will able to record the mobile screen as well as your audio.
Okay, okay, okay.
That
Thank
is
you,
the step
sir.
number 2.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
I think no one has any difficulty.
एक तर मग सगळ्याला कळालं किंवा कोणालाच काय कळालं नाही.
नाही सर, कळलं असेल नक्कीच.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you, sir. It was a very useful session. I would like to hand over to Mr. P.M. Wadekar, sir, for vote of thanks.
Hello, madam.
Wadekar, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I would like to give my vote of thanks to Professor Rahul Shah on behalf of St. Jain Paliwala Commerce and Science Arts College, Department of Commerce. Thanks a lot for giving your valuable time and providing us with such precious information. I would also like to thank Principal Yuvraj Mahajan sir for giving us great opportunity to arrange this webinar. Next, I will thank our participants for showing their great interest in the webinar as well as cooperating throughout the entire session. Now I will thank our teaching and non-teaching staff for their cooperation. Last but not least, I would like to thank HOD of Commerce, Professor M.S. Liman and Professor S.S. Belwakar for making this webinar successful. Thank you, madam. Hello?
बेलवरकर मॅम, अनम्यूट करा तुम्ही आणि बोलू शकता.
हॅलो, सर्व पार्टिसिपंटना ईमेलद्वारे फीडबॅकची लिंक पाठवली जाईल आणि त्याच्यानंतर सगळ्यांना सर्टिफिकेट्स दिली जातील. सर्टिफिकेट्स मिळण्यासाठी 2 ते 3 दिवस लागतील. धन्यवाद.
Okay. Requesting to all participants, please cut the call and leave the meeting. So we will stop our meeting. So सगळ्यांना विनंती आहे की आपापले कॉल कट करा आणि त्यानंतर तुम्ही मीटिंग थांबवून बाहेर जाऊ शकता.